thrill. Why? Because repetition is the mother of all skills. That's why. Let's go. Very smooth.
Coming up next, it's a UFC light heavyweight division encounter. Well, there is no denying this man's striking credentials. Prevailing wisdom is he's going to try to keep this fight standing tonight.
He has to. You know, this is what got him to the show. It was being able to use the hands to set up the kicks. We all talk about the high-level boxing background of this young man, but as he's developed great knees.
Yeah.
He's developed great timing, great counter skills, and also the beautiful right high kick. The right high kick is something he hides very well as he follows with a jab, right hand, left hook. High kick comes over the top, and he can put you to sleep.
No doubt about it. He will try to put on a striking clinic once again here tonight. While no longer just a Muay Thai practitioner, he has become one of the better strikers in this division, and he does not discriminate, champ, whether it's kicks, knees, punches, elbows. He throws the kitchen sink your way.
Oh yeah, he's throwing everything at you, and he comes in that classic Muay Thai stance. He's really high on the toes. He's moving up and down that back. He's always bouncing. Just letting you know, if you try to attack him, he will load that knee up and he will hit you. And the moment he drives that knee into your midsection, when you start to back out, you gotta watch the right elbow coming over the top. And when you fade, he will grab you in that Muay Thai clinch. He'll start to shift position, drive knees into the body, knees into the legs. It's just constant brutality. This is one of the most dominant and most aggressive forms of striking in the UFC.
Our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt. Hua is 20 years the elder. The reach is the same. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a boxer holding a professional record of 12 wins, no losses. He stands 62 inches tall, weighing in at 186 pounds. The Gorilla! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer holding a professional record of 29 wins, 12 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Curitiba, Brazil, Mauricio Shogun Hua! And when the action begins, a referee in charge, Yves Levine.
The veteran Yves Levine draws the assignment here.
You ready? You ready?
All right, here we go with round 1. I had to tell my wife when this guy fights, I'm sorry, the standing room only.
He's in trouble. He's getting lit up. Ah, that jab hurt him.
DC, didn't take him long to find his range here tonight, huh?
His timing is on point. Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
He's having his way with him here.
Oh, look at him jumping in to try to get the finish. Oh, he got it bad.
Back to his feet.
Beautiful kick.
Oh, he might be out. That is here was so aggressive with his onslaught that ultimately appeared as though the outcome was an eventuality. So if you're the referee, you got to protect the fighter, and I thought he did a good job of doing just that. Well, another highlight for the real DC as we look back at that scintillating knockout.
Yeah, but the whole fight, he was landing great strikes, kicks, punches. He was doing everything right until eventually he found the shot that ended the fight.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 50 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, the Gorilla!
So the celebration is on with him. Coming up next, it's a UFC light heavyweight division collision. Well, pretty much every time out in the UFC, DC, this man has put on a striking clinic, and that is his methodology coming in here tonight. He'll try to keep the fight on the floor.
And that's why we tune in, right? That's why we tune in. We tune in to see guys that are dynamic. We tune in for the speed. We tune in for the knowledge of the striking game, the ability to set traps, the ability to find the jab, the ability to find the right hand, the right kick, the left kick, the knees, the elbows. He truly uses every weapon that he has in his arsenal to try and finish his opponent. You make one mistake, night's over. You cannot make mistakes against a guy that has the striking acumen of this guy right here.
And the jab is not as underutilized a weapon as it was in MMA, say 5 or 7 years ago, but he's got as good a jab as anyone in the business, and that is where all of his striking flows off of. We'll see how it goes for him in this matchup tonight. Well, always exciting when this guy shows up on the fight card, Daniel. He is a true mixed martial artist, not really any glaring weaknesses, at least, that he's put on film thus far.
He's the new breed of fighter. Those kids that start doing everything at 6 years old. They start wrestling, they start doing jiu-jitsu, they start to box. He's one of those guys that has every one of those skills, and he does them all at an A+ level. He's got tremendous cardio. He is the type of fighter that in a few years will just litter the UFC roster across the board.
And oftentimes his opponents will say he doesn't really do anything special, but he does everything at a plus level, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. Our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt. Teixeira is 21 years his senior. The reach is identical. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 13 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 186 pounds. The Gorilla! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 35 wins, 10 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Levine.
The veteran Yves Levine draws the assignment here.
You ready?
right, so here he is, ready for round one. This man is all the rage, given what he did his last time out. It was a win by flush knockout. Oh! Whoa!
Look at him jumping in to try to get the finish. The fight's over. He's done. Oh, my goodness, what a fight.
Again, the winner here was so aggressive with his onslaught. He wanted to make sure he kept the judges out of the equation. Mission accomplished on that front as he gets the TKO victory here tonight. All right, DC, no telestrator tonight, but we're going to get you some highlights from this one. This was a fight that had it all, and for my money, his best performance to date.
His best performance to date in the biggest moment. In the biggest moments, you got to show up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. He used every bit of his skill to get the job done.
We send it in there now to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 26 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, the Gorilla!
And there is the man of the moment, and what coming up next, it's a UFC light heavyweight division encounter. All right, so here he is, one of the better offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC. And if anyone is well-equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop him.
He just has to keep him away, because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact, now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and an understanding of position from a lifetime of just all grappling, judo, wrestling, sambo. He does it all, and he has just so many ways to get you to the floor. This guy once told me that if you can get your leg, he's going to finish. Because he's going to give you so many things to think about, you will not be able to process and keep up with him, and eventually you're on the mat. It's unbelievable to watch him apply that knowledge to the mixed martial arts fight.
And as the wrestlers say, this is not a guy you want anywhere near your bracket.
No, you don't want him in the bracket.
Well, we really don't see a lot of guys in MMA with boxing skills on this level. He certainly could have gone on to great things as a professional boxer, but he believes he has the best hands in the sport, and he will be looking to prove as much here tonight.
And he has the background to prove that, right? He's not saying something that is not true. He does have the ability to say that. He can say he has the best hands in the game because he has shown it. And when you watch him box, when you watch a guy go into a fight with this young man and think that it does not matter what his credentials are, he is going to stand with him and prove that he's better, they usually will go to sleep because no action is wasted. The jab starts it all. He fights behind his beautiful, educated jab, jabbing high, jabbing low, and then the overhand right is unbelievable. It's his kill shot, he calls it, and he lands it all the time.
Our tail of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt. Well, how about the age discrepancy here? More than 15 years apart with similar height and some differences in reach. The veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 27 wins, 8 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Ronaldo Jacare Souza! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a boxer holding a professional record of 14 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 186 pounds. The Gorilla! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready. Ready, fight.
All right, ready to go with round 1. Shades of Vitor Belfort circa 2013 for this young man. He's won his last 3 fights, all of them by vicious knockout. We'll see if he can keep it going here tonight. Well, we talked about his reach advantage off the top. Made good use of it there with that punch, DC. Man, is he timing his shots well here tonight, DC. It's hard to recall him being this accurate in the past.
I mean, he is so sharp. And not only is he accurate, he's also keeping very good.
He's out! His opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen.
We'll take a look back at the highlights. You know we're going to find that nasty head kick somewhere in this highlight rip. Just an incredible result for him here tonight.
A very nice head kick to finish the fight, but don't ignore all the work he did with his hands. And give credit to the opponent. The opponent was in there every step of the way. And in order to get a fight of the night like you got tonight, both guys have to be willing to participate.
Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Called a stop to this contest at 47 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, the Gorilla!
So the celebration is on with him and his team, and rightfully so. A monumental result tonight as he gets the win by knockout.
He spoke it into existence. He said over and over to anyone that'll listen, I am going to knock this man out. He did it in an even more impressive fashion than he ever could have imagined.